So this guy is actually, I think, making sense. Related to they needed to do a better job of explaining the dark skin and actual ancestry of the Cheddar man. He's not African, he's European. His haplogroup had been in Europe for 30,000 years before he was born. So he was very far removed from Africa. You see, again, far, and this is, we know the first black man ever to ever inhabit Earth was an African. Okay, and this ancestor, English ancestor, looks a lot like an African, but again, I have to remove him far away from Africa. So it also seems hard for people to understand that light skin is a relatively new development. And I agree here, it actually makes sense. It makes a scientific statement because lightness is actually really new. Like the race, the white race is something recent. So in human history, and I believe recent research actually links it to the farming of grain. So again, you have to do the research to see this theory that people became moved from being black to white through the farming of grain process. Because anti-job, check anti-job says is something else. It's the climatic changes and the glacial period, and lightening the melanin out of this black skin, that whiten black skin and whiten the melanin over thousands, even hundreds of thousands of years, or stuff like that. And the flatness of the buds is because they were inhabiting small huts in the far north where it's always cold, and they will always be sitting because they couldn't stand in those small huts. And the longer you sit in your bud, the more you flatten it. So this is another explanation of the morphology, the physiology changes from black to white. Okay, so it also seems hard, blah blah blah. So again, you see, so no agenda here, right? BBC again, they say there's an agenda. So some people will say it's the politically correctness to elevate sub race subculture to the level of white. So you can see it's so interesting when you look into things like that, and that is a scientific discovery.